magic, unspeakable power that flows throughout the multiverse, beyond the reach of pathetic mortals. Only selected individuals have the wits to wield it. Are you one of them? A one-man apocalypse? Are you the hero we need? Or a villain we deserve?
Right, cut! Enough with the creepy voice. Hello, welcome to my D&D show. Today we are gonna talk about magic. How to use it, how it works in D&D, and what's it like to play with the magic user, Spellcaster, in D&D 5th edition. Alright, ready? Let's go. So in the 5th edition, almost every class can use a magic. Everyone, at some stage of its career, can develop the magic skills. Everyone except of barbarians, because...
Hulk. Smash.
So how does it work? Magic, in my eyes, it's an infinite energy that flows throughout the universe. And some people learned how to harness it and use it. Some people spend years on studying arcane magic and secrets. Others seeking patronage of ancient beings that can lend them their power. And some were lucky enough to be born with abilities. This is all great, you may say, but how does it work in D&D? Well, for the beginner, it might sound confusing. But trust me, it's not. First off, for the purposes of the mechanics, all that floating magic energy has been divided into smaller parts called spell slots. And we use them, we spend them every time we cast a spell. So, to use an example from our real world, let's think of them ammunitions, all those bullets, as spells. There are different kinds for different types of tasks, right? But we need to load them somewhere. And we are loading them into our spell slots. And there's only a limited amount of bullets that we can load. Same in D&D, there are many spells, but there's only limited amount that you can use on one day, on one occasion. And when you do so, when you use them, you need to reload, you need to replenish your magic energy, you need to take a rest. And when you do, you're back in the game. There are different types of spells that you can load and different size of spell slots. This is the point where comparing the spells to bullets and guns will stop making sense, but please stay with me. Let's take this gun for example. Let's call it first level spell slot, okay? It can fire the first level spells, right? Yeah, told you, easy, nothing to it. Well, this gun is called third level spell slot. And it can fire third level spells. But what will happen if you load first level spell into a third level spell slot? It will become much more powerful spell. Unfortunately, it doesn't work the other way around, but this is the way of keeping our mage, our spellcaster, a dangerous and versatile adversary. So let's create another character. This time, he's gonna be a spellcaster, a wizard. This time I also rolled for my abilities. I rolled 4d6 and used the 3 highest numbers. Did that 6 times, and there are my abilities. I managed to find a different character sheet. It's not mine, I have not created. I found it somewhere on Reddit. The link will be in the description of the video. I will not show the whole process of the creating the character because it will take ages. If you wanna see how it's done, you will follow the link to my playlist, also in the description, and on one of my previous videos we've done that already. We already covered the topic of creating a new character. But just look at that. Look at that character sheet. How easy it is to create a new character. You just put in the results from what I rolled before and it fills itself up. The character creates itself. How brilliant is that? Okay, I want you to focus on this. We are playing as wizard, so our primary casting ability is intelligence. Our spell save DC is 14, which is 8 basic proficiency bonus plus our primary intelligence ability modifier. Okay? Spell attack modifier is just the proficiency bonus plus our intelligence bonus ability modifier, which is 4. Now, if we look at the PDF of the basic rules that I've mentioned in the previous episode, and I will try to remember put a link in the description, we will find all the information we need. How many spells we have at the beginning, how many spell slots, and so on and so on. So, as a wizard, we can remember 5 spells. We also receive a spell book that contains 6 spells, any spells from the first level. And we can remember only 5 of them. So only the memorized spells are spells ready to cast, are spells that we have in our memory. So going forward, we need to be very careful which spells we're gonna prepare for our adventures, which spells we're gonna remember and have ready to cast. Spells are complicated. We need materials, we need verbal components, which means we have to say something, make some gestures with our hands to cast them. So it's a complicated process. Okay, let's choose the spells. This is the list of our spells. We can choose up to 3 cantrips. What is a cantrip? Cantrip is a simple spell, almost like a trick. You don't need spell slots to cast them. You always remember them, and you can just keep casting them over and over. They're not as powerful as proper spells, but you can always rely on them. You always have them ready. So I will choose 3 of them. I will choose light, because we are playing a human and he can't see in the dark, so he needs to be able to cast a light. So light, prestidigitation and firebolt. Okay? You can choose different ones. If you have a time, you can read description of all the spells. This is the one I'm going to choose. I will also choose Burning Hands, because it's always nice to have a flamethrower handy. Charm Person, so we can always negotiate with favor. Identify, so we always know what kind of magic items to use. Magic Missiles, because Shield, you never know when things start going south. And Sleep, because we are so nice, we don't need to kill people, and we can just put them to sleep if we don't like them. You don't need to do this, but I will highly recommend that you do so, because it is nice to be a responsible player. Your dungeon master is preparing the adventure, he's handling everything. So you as a player, by doing this small little detail, doing this little work, will save a lot of time and a lot of frustrations. What am I talking about? Well, I'm talking about spell descriptions. Read them. And just to stay on the safe side, take some notes. You don't need to put all of that in your description, just a gist of it, which is Burning Hands works like a medieval flamethrower. It's a 15-foot cone starting from yourself, from your person, and it will deal 3d6 fire damage. Enemies have a only brief second to react and dodge the flames. Therefore, they need to roll dexterity saving throw. If they do, and if they beat our spell DC, which is in this case 14, they will receive only half of the damage of the 3d6. Now I will do it for all the other spells, which I did, and it will save me and my dungeon master a lot of time, because when I'm casting the spells, I know what they do. I know what kind of tests, what kind of rolls we need to make in order to proceed, in order to cast them. Again, it will cost you nothing, few minutes of your time, and it will save you frustrations. It will improve your game greatly. Take my word. Please do. And we're done. We're finished. This is our Spellcaster. I hope I managed to translate and explain everything. If you still have some questions, something is not clear, please do not hesitate to ask your questions in the comments. I will get back to you. That's all for today. Have a wonderful, magical day, and I'll see you on the next one, where we're gonna talk about combat, stabbing and killing. Please do not forget to subscribe and rate this video. Take care.